Wait, once I mention record, should be recorded now. Okay, hello and welcome back to TenkoBerry Does Art. So hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. And in today's episode, we are once again doing a Oaki cosplay. So, for any of you who's new, Oaki is my VTuber avatar. And sometimes we like to do some, cosplay for Oaki of different VTubers. Last time we did MB, and before that we did Sherry Phillip, a Japanese VTuber, and that was quite fun. But today I have a list, I tell you, I have a list of VTubers to cosplay, and with the first one being, well, this is not the right first one, because the first one that I had was just one image. So that is now at the very bottom as I decided to tidy it up a bit. Okay. But we'll be starting off with Enna, Alouette. Kinda sounds like a butter. And that is what we're going to be starting with today. It's going to probably be the hardest, as this one, compared to Sherry or MB, has a lot more to it. Now it's not going to be the full thing. We'll be taking some details there, and we'll be slapping it on top of our Oaki, and see how that goes. So you know what? I wish I could zoom in. The problem is when you have it in an image on Discord, I tell you, you cannot zoom in. And it is so annoying. You can save it, but you can never zoom in, and it's so annoying, I tell you. It is so annoying. But we shall begin with the first part. You know what, I'll start with the horns, because that'll probably be the easiest part, I tell you. You know what, no. We'll start with the hair, as I know the hair is two big balls. So we'll, the hair color, I tell you, is whitish yellow. Probably very whitish yellow, actually. Yeah, that's around the right colouring. You know what I should have done? I should have started off with a blackish material. Yeah. Relatively blackish greyish material. Let's see if I can make that look a little bit nicer. Yeah. Okay. We are at, let's see. You know what, I wish I could tell what brush bit I'm at. There we go. I tell you, when you're doing it like this, I tell you, I don't normally do this, but it's always like the hardest thing, because when you're doing a circle, you have to do like an outward circle motion, but you can't do it too detailed. As that, you mess up, I tell you. But I really do like that. I really do. I guess it was 200, yeah. What did we do before? We did that. Yeah, it does tell me what it is. You know what, I never realized that down there. I've been struggling, you know, for ages, I tell you. We learn something new every day, I tell you. That's what I say. We learn something new every day. You know what? Let's just fix this one. And you know what? Yeah, that one's quite messed up, I tell you. I'll probably have to draw in the line. Now that I'm looking at it. We'll probably need, but that, yeah. Problem is, when you're doing this with mouse, I tell you, it's like the hardest thing to do. And there we go. Now we just got two floating balls. Let's see, and then it kinda just ruffles out from that, I tell you. Kinda just ruffles out from that, so we'll try that out. I tell you, this is probably going to be the hardest one. Well, I know for a fact that there is a big hoop bit here. It hoops back into the hair. So the hair goes already out. And then this bit of hair just goes back in. I tell you, this is probably going to be one of the hardest ones that we're going to do right now, I tell you. There's a lot more harder ones ahead of us, I tell you. There's another one that I want to do, I tell you, more, newer one. That would have to be, what do you call it? I can't remember the name. But I know that they're probably nearing their graduation. I know they're part of, I think it's Reverie? Is that the right name? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. But this is more of a hoop kind of thing going on here, I tell you. So that's probably going outwards and then inwards. Yeah, that's something more hair-like, I tell you. Who knows, maybe this might be our first failed, attempt. You know what, I should never really focus on doing the main details first, I tell you. I should work on the shape. What have I been doing, I tell you? Have I been living under a rock? No, you do the detail, the outline first. And then you work on it from there. And you know what? Around there. Let's see. Yeah, that is a hoop there. So that'd be the main hair right there. Alright, how does the main hair connect to the head? Ah, I think I might have put it a bit too low. You know what, this is kind of starting to look like Sailor Moon, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. And I know right around here. That is where we should have that hoop shape. Kinda going out. Yeah. Is that right? You know what? I should really start it from that top bit, I tell you. Yeah. Just bring it into the head. Yeah. Reason why I'm saying bring it into the head there, but because it wraps inwards. It may not look much, I tell you now, but it takes time when you're doing this kind of stuff, I tell you. Normally I would like to work on the outfit first, but the hair is normally the most important part, I tell you now. I think one of the main problems is so I know there's another bit going. You know what, I'm really struggling with this hair, I tell you. I don't know what it is. I started with the, ball bits. And I just cannot get it to work. I guess we'll try the other strategy, I tell you. And that is just to do a big outline of the actual hair colour. Yeah, that's probably the best picture that we got now. Okay, how does it connect to the head? Ah. So, let's see. It looks like it has a slick bit that goes up here. And one that goes inwards over there. Yes, yes. And then that connects up to the head to form a M kind of shape. Yes. M kind of shape. And we'll form that M shape. Doesn't seem like much to now, but you know, with every little detail bit. I don't normally work with the outline stuff first. Well, not the outline, the inside, you know, colouring first. But, I normally like to work on the outfit first, I tell you. So it all matches up together. And now I need this bit over here. Ah, big chunky. Big chunky. There we go. Big chunky. Big chunky is a big chunk of hair. That seems to slick downwards a bit. There we go. And then we just have a big bush of hair over this way. Kinda looks like I'm doing Frozen. Okay. But at least the colouring of the hair is quite, you know, easy to discern and rub away while we're doing the, what do you call it, lines for it now. Ah, I forgot about the top of the head. How could I forget about that? Ah, actually. It's like the easiest part to tell you. But there's a little tiny slick I tell you up here. And then you have to do big horns that I'll actually just do out of these neon purple. Looks like what you would buy from, like, you know, a costume store, I tell you. But don't worry, I will make it darker later on, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, let's start to clean all this up, I tell you. And also we will be adding more detail to the hair, just not, you know, at the moment. Yeah, we'll definitely need to rub quite a lot away. You know what, I should have started without the stupid outline and just started to rub it into shapes. Tell you, this is really where I struggle the most, I tell you. Sometimes I'm quite good with hair, and then sometimes it's just very difficult, I tell you. Relatively, that's actually quite easy there. Because if I see, it's quite a upward thing until it comes to the bit of hair over here where there should be that before it goes over. I tell you, this is going to be the worst hair that I've probably created in a little while. But you can't judge it too hard, I tell you. I'm not the best at doing hair. Let's see. No, so you can see, you know, this was yesterday's weekly sketch. You just took it off the, what you call it, Twitter. Let's see. We'll add the details later on, but you know, the hair is really a struggle, I tell you. All the people out doing, you know, fan art, I tell you, you do some good stuff, I tell you. You do some good stuff if you're able to work with hair like this, I tell you. Or do the tiny little doodles that I like to see on Twitter, I tell you. Some good doodles. Just just like that. Don't worry about the lining and all that, I tell you. We'll fix that later on. We'll fix that later on. What's the coloring of that? Do like a darker shade there. Yeah, this is probably going to be my worst hair, I tell you, of recent. But I don't really care, I tell you. More experience, I tell you. That is what you get from this. I can't see that side of the hair. Rounded kind of shape. When it comes to tip it, it's just a dagger's tip. There we go. When it comes to dagger tip hair, I tell you, that is really tough stuff, I tell you. There we go. I was talking about doing one of these today, I tell you. A little while ago. So it might as well, I tell you. Might as well. Oops. Just cleaning up down here, I tell you. Alright. You know what, that's not the worst, I tell you. Not the worst. Just doesn't have detail to it. So that is really where it becomes a struggle. I think there's actually a whole bit here. Is that a whole bit like the other side? Yeah. as the hair works inside. No, it goes sideways in. Hmm. This hoop over here is really bugging me. It's just it's that far away, I tell you, that it's hard to. The sun, you can't really see it through this. Let's see. Yeah, I think that I have to do, I tell you. I think that I have to do. Oops. I'll have to shave down some of these lines, I tell you. There we go. Just get rid of all of that. And let us go and there we go. That's not looking too bad. That is not looking too bad at all. It's kind of rough around the edges, I tell you. So we'll do a quick trim there. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It'll make the lines feel as huge, I tell you. And there we go. Not perfect, but you know what to do. You know what, I should really stay away from doing more of these, you know, complex hairs. I tell you. Well, I tell you, it always gives you experience, so might as well, I tell you. Not a bad shade of brown there, I tell you. Okay. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. Oops. And then this bit over here, we can just slice that down, I tell you. Slice that down. Then we'll wrap it around here. Oh, I didn't realize I did not fill that area. We'll just do that there. Just fills that in a little bit faster. Alright. There we go. It's always fun doing these, I tell you. Because I get to create more weird and fascinating Oakis. I need to do a recreation of a Oaki mech. That was a long time ago, that one, I tell you. I do want to do a robot Oaki at one point. So if we're ever playing like a robot game, we could just become the robot ourselves. There we go. Bit too thin there, I tell you. Bit too thin. There we go. Yeah, not too bad, I tell you. Look from the one side over there, you know, big chunkiness. You do see a lot of these, you know, weird line bits, but you know, sometimes it actually adds a lot of, you know, niceness to it, I tell you. A lot of niceness to it. Okay. Go like that. And that I can just go tear that away. Yeah, you know, I always struggle with the, what do you call it? Hair, you know, pom-pom balls, I tell you. I remember when we were doing Berry, my sister's ones. And or when I was doing a cosplay of our VTuber. And what do you call it? It was very difficult, that one, I tell you. From a distance it looks nice, from when you're up close it does not. There we go, just a circle motion as we go up. Oh, that's just dirt on my monitor there. Let's get rid of all of that. And that's not too bad. Okay, that was tough there. That was tough. I was holding my breath there, hoping I did not destroy the circleness of around it. There we go. And as I promised, I will, you know, darken these. Might as well do it now. A lot darker. Does that match? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. But I do notice that it kinda has a darkish kind of purple effect to it. But I'm pretty sure it's more of a darkish bluish. There, I tell you. Right. It's kinda like a little fire effect, I tell you, in the hair. Well, not hair, the horn. It'll kind of just be like that, I tell you. The canvas is not big enough for this. I've noticed that quite a lot, I tell you, with the canvas size. But can't really do too much about that, I tell you. This is my set to normal, you know, canvas size. Well, 600 was not my preferred one, but you know, it's normal, like 720, 1280. Basically what you use for like a thumbnail on YouTube. There we go. There we go, not looking too bad. Should have probably used this size 5. Pretty sure that's 5. Tell you, it's always like this orangey red colour, I tell you. And it's like the worst colour to see, I tell you. Like, you know, I hate when, you know, you have a, you know, white text on a black background, because for my eyes it always likes to expand the letter at the sides. So it makes, you know, certain letters difficult, because it wants to be a pain in the butt, I tell you. And that's always annoying, I tell you. Always annoying that, I tell you. And we could just fill that in fast there. Not looking too bad, I tell you, not looking too bad at all. We do need to do flower decorations after this. That will be a struggle, I tell you, flower decorations. So we'll just slowly fill in all of this over here. Windows antivirus deciding to do a pop-up. I know. That 5 was pretty good. Might as well use it to fix this. And a bit of this. That's a different thingy, isn't it? Colouring. There we go. That is part 1 of that done. Now for the flower arrangements, I tell you. Now, I do not know what kind of flowers these are, so I'm going to do my best attempt at them. You know what, I've noticed a lot more VTubers have flowers in their hair. Any coincidence behind that? I don't know. But it just seems like a lot more of them have, you know, flowers in their hair. Making us who struggle with nature drawing struggle more. And let us go and find a shape kind of thing that's comfortable but nice at the same time. And now, is there yellow in these flowers? No, it's like a blackish greenish actually. Somewhere around there. That is way too big. I saw it right away that it was too big. There we go. And grab that. Now, is there a kind of vine kind of part to it? You know, the stem? Kind of looks like there is. There's only like, you know, a tiny bit over here. Looks like they're sad now. I made sad flowers. They're sad. It does look quite sad, I tell you. The flowers. There we go. And you know what? We can finally start the outfit, I tell you. So, let us probably start with the arm, I tell you. That's what we'll start with. What kind of shaping is it for the arms? Kind of looks like a little bit of that. A little bit of that at the top. Like, Oaki does not have arms, I tell you. So it's struggle for him. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This is probably a better view. So we know it's kind of like, you know, one of these traditional kind of looking, well, not too traditional, 1940s kind of Hong Kong kind of dress style, I tell you. With a bit of that to it. I did not realize that the sleeves, they go outwards. So we'll do outwards bits. Kinda reminds me of a bell shape. So I guess they're kinda like bell sleeves. There we go. That's not too bad, that's a start, I tell you. That is a start. Like, it's rounded over here, I tell you. And then it's squarish over here. I feel like there's a bit of inconsistency in if it's square or rounded like an oval. We know it's kinda just... Do it have a belt? No, it does not have a belt. It does have detail in the middle. We'll just do a side bit like that. We have a kinda relatively top area. So that's where we're kinda working to. So that's going downwards. That'll be the upwards. And then there would be a bow, but we're working with different dimensions here. I think the main thing would be to bring this down to maybe, I don't know if it's rounded or not, so I'll just do a kinda semi roundness to it. All right. Well, that can go. Right there. But you know what I'm thinking? Just turn that all brown now. The reason why we're doing that is because it'd probably be the easiest thing to quickly have a clean area to work with it area. Okay, we've gotten a start. We've gotten a start. Alright. So. Oops. And you know what? We'll take that. Alright. So if we I'm not the best at doing bowls, I tell you. So I'm doing my best attempt here. There we go. There we go. There we go, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Starting to get there, I tell you, with this very odd, I tell you, cloven. Let's see. Actually, there's going to be 2 round bits for the arm bits over here. Now does that above? Yeah, it is way above, but you know, we'll just make it look like it's lower down. I really like how sharp that edge is there with the hair. It looks quite nice. Dagger tip hair, I tell you. You know what, we'll work on this bit down here, I tell you. Just because it is basically the second beginning area. There we go, it's all starting to form together, I tell you. Isn't it? Oh, I love the look of this thing, I tell you. I tell you, sometimes it goes quite well with Oaki, and then sometimes it kinda looks a little bit odd. But then that's the best thing about it, I tell you. That's the best thing about it. It can look good, it can look odd, and it can look absolute terrible. But every bit of experience you get from it is, you know, helps out quite a lot, I tell you. It is supposed to go up like that, I tell you, but I don't think that's how it's going to go, I tell you. There we go. Got a little fluffy bit up here. You know what, not too bad. Is there any more details that I'm missing? You know, I can't really do shoes, or they'd be, you know, like floating shoes. It'd be like Rayman, you know. No legs, no arms, only gloves and shoes. Okay. But you know what, not too bad, I tell you. I think we got most of the details down. I do struggle. That hair tips has a green tint with there, but then it does not have a green tint there. I might as well give the green tint then. Oops. Accidentally dyed the background there. What does the side? Yeah, does the side? Has it as well? Kinda looks like a ginormous French fry. I tell you. Not too bad, not too bad at all. And you know what, just for the consistency, I probably should, you know, just go like that. We'll do a little bit of the green tip up here. I do, you know, quite enjoy the green tint, I tell you. Let's see. Any more details that I've not seen yet? Well, I guess it's to it now. How do they knot the hair? It looks like they have two bonds, I tell you. You got one that goes that way, and you got the one that goes that way. Yeah, this is not going to be the best, I tell you. I'm not the best at doing this kind of stuff, I tell you. There we go. You know what? Not too bad, actually. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. You have to make sure, you know, it looks, you know, like an actual ball of hair. And I will probably add small details to the hair as, you know, we go. Just so it looks, you know, less like, you know, a big blob. And then, you know, not hair-like. Sorry, I could not think of what the word that I was looking for there was. There we go. You know what, I tell you, you know what? What I was just thinking about, you know how we played, last year, at the start of the year, we played, Choo Choo Charles, back in 2023. You know, I wonder if they're working on, like, a second game to that, tell you. I remember playing their previous game, Cloud Climber, and so, you know what, that's pretty cool, you know, Choo Choo Charles coming out. Might, you know, check that out, and then bam, it's all over, you know, everywhere. Choo Choo Charles was quite a fun, you know, horror game. It wasn't like, you know, horror, but, you know, it was, you know, still relatively fun. We did actually 100% complete the game because I got all of the stuff necessary that we needed. You know what, from a distance it doesn't look bad, I tell you. It doesn't look bad, I tell you. And where that goes... No, where that goes. I'll go there so it's a little bit easier to sing it away. Goodbye, line. Alright. I'm trying to scan the hair for, you know, lines that I might be missing. Because that goes around. Oh, it kind of reminds me of the outfit out of ReZero for that one girl, Amelia. You know what, Amelia was a terrible love, you know, character, if you think about it. And where does that one lead to? That one that leads to there. This will look very strange, I tell you. There we go. Not too bad, I tell you. Not too bad at all. And there's kinda thingy down there. And how about on the other side? Yeah, kinda a bit there. Trying to make it, you know, to the hair, but I have to create own lines just to, you know, make it all work. Yeah, that works. You know what, these kind of look like heads right here, and that's about. If you know what I mean. It kind of looks like the owl. They're trying to, you know, stretch their mouth around like this is eyes. That's a whole mouth there. Kind of looks like that. You know what? I think that's good enough, I tell you. I'll do a version without the lanes and then one with the lanes. That's what I'll do. But hopefully you still enjoyed this. Have a nice day, safe, adjustable. We have so much just. Think of the vitamins, very important. I'm a bye. See you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.